Hello YouTube, I'm already doing another deck profile, and this is rank 10 Timelord. So starting off, maxing out on Time Maiden. It's a card that is mandatory for the deck. Tributes itself, adding a Time Lord 0 attack from your deck to your hand, and then has the ability to special summon a Time Lord from your deck by banishing itself. But the best part is that when you tribute to add, you can use it more than once per turn. And again, we're starting with the new Time Lord cards. Is Mitch on the Timelord. When it battles, it deals half halves your opponent's life points. Although it's not damage, it halves the life points, halves their life points, and ensures that you have a better time of dealing more damage. And the thing is that every Timelord the best part is they cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Speaking of cannot be destroyed by battle card effects, we're going to be playing 3 Sunday on the Timelord. Issue with this card is that it can only be normal summoned if your opponent controls a monster, but if they can, it's a brick. But the best part is that it can destroy a monster by battle and deal 2,000 once it's battled against that monster. And another Time Lord is Raphael the Time Lord, a card that can, when it battles an opponent's monster, it deals damage equal to that monster's attack. Zaphion, although its effect is really slow when it comes to shuffling spell traps to the deck. The thing is, if it gets sent from the field to the grave, you're allowed to draw one card. And then we're just playing the 1-ofs Meteon, the Time Lord. We're bouncing all the monsters back to the hand when it battles and dealing a few amount of damage for each one returned. Then there's Lazion Time Lord, which pretty much forces the opponent to shuffle all their cards from the grave into the deck and dealing 1,000 each time they draw. For the non-Time Lords, we have Alpha, the Master of Beasts. The reason why I'm main decking this card, some people might disagree, is that simply because this deck can get around with the clause of Alpha the Master Beast, because you have to control a monster with the least amount of attack. But the thing is, with Alpha, you need somebody to push forward and be able to take advantage of your opponent's monsters even more. And for our extenders to get into our rank 10 plays, Mirror Ladybug. This one's unique, you hardly hear of it. It's a common, but it's one of those cards that helps you going in the first turn. You can exceed summon, and it helps you pretty much set. This one card can help you set up for an easy OTK. Exodius the Time Lord. The Exodius, the ultimate forbidden Time Lord, is a card I was just playing in this deck. Some people just might play one, but the reason I'm playing it and multiple copies because I want to have the chance of seeing it, and it creates infinite loops with Mirror Ladybug, as well as retrieving my rank 10 Exceed monsters and all my other monsters. And for our spells, Pot of Extravagance to draw 2, which is very heavily mentor. Although you're using the extra, this deck you can still win even without the extra deck. Advanced Charge, draw 2, and plus, if you use this for Zafion, you're drawing more than 2. It's actually 3 cards. 1 for 1 to see your Time Maiden. Foolish Burial to be able to activate Time Maiden's Graveyard effect. Lightning Storm, because usually what happens, your Time will shuffle back to your deck during your standby phase, and you don't even control you hardly control any face-up cards. Evenly matched for the same reasons, but you're banishing their cards and then missing your battle phase. And then for the final trap, we're maxing out on is Torrential Tribute, simply because you want to break their boards, and then you don't, because this deck lacks destroying boards. And our Xyz for the extra deck is Sky Thunder. For obviously you want to break boards, because this deck needs ways of defeating your opponent, because the amount of summons this deck has, it's not enough. And we're maxing out on this card, Super Dreadnought Railcan Juggernaut Libe. This card is the one that wins you the game on the first turn, especially when you battle. Depending how you play this card, your victory is already assured. Another rank 10 is Sky Pass Gangandai, to deal extra 1,000 damage plus destroying card, even though you can't attack with it. Rail Cannon Super Dora, simply because it gets unaffected and it helps you survive throughout the duel. Double 7 Sins, because it's one of the strongest monsters in your deck, plus you can use it to give Zeus more materials and then enabling Zeus to get rid of more cards. on top of that, and has the same effect where, although it might not get rid of everything, it banishes monsters. Ravenous Tarantula. The good thing is that like it gains the attack between the difference between you and your opponent's life points, and it inflicts damage depending on the amount of times your opponent activates monster effect, like, or my mistake, especially summons a monster. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon for the extra blowout damage, and yeah, that's the deck. Again, the amount of effort I put in this deck, I'm glad. I really, the way I see this deck is my own, like, and I hope there is some like appeal to this deck, like people being getting interested, and then I hope this contributes to being a good deck. And although this might not be a meta deck, a rogue deck is enough to compete. Again, thanks for watching my video. I hope you can give me the compliments and opinions I deserve to help improve. But anyways, later, and hope to see more viewers.